In the teachings of Buddhism, one of the most profound and hopeful insights is found in the third noble truth, Nirodha, the cessation of suffering. It asserts that the cycle of suffering, characterized by dissatisfaction, restlessness, and attachment, can come to an end. This is not a vague spiritual promise, but a clear psychological and existential possibility grounded in insight, discipline, and wisdom. What is Nirodha? Nirodha literally means cessation, quenching, or extinction. In the context of the Four Noble Truths, it refers to the complete cessation of dukkha, tanha. This doesn't mean the destruction of life or feeling, but the extinguishing of craving, which is the root of suffering. Just as a flame goes out when its fuel is exhausted, suffering ceases when its causes craving, aversion, and ignorance are no longer present. The nature of suffering. Before understanding the cessation of suffering, we must know what suffering is. The first noble truth states that all conditioned existence involves dukkha. This includes pain and unpleasant experiences, physical or emotional. The suffering of change. Even pleasurable things don't last. The existential suffering of conditioned existence, the unease of impermanence, identity, and mortality. This suffering arises not merely from external conditions, but from how we relate to them, with clinging, resistance, and confusion. The cause, craving, tanha. The second noble truth identifies craving as the cause of suffering. We crave pleasure, existence, non-existence, control, and permanence. We cling to identities, to outcomes, and to ideas of how life should be. This craving leads to a cycle of birth and rebirth, samsara, both in the literal sense, reincarnation, and in the moment-to-moment rebirth of emotional patterns. The cessation, freedom from craving. Nirodha teaches that if craving can be abandoned, suffering ends. It's like removing the wood from a fire. The flame naturally dies out. The cessation of craving leads to inner peace, clarity, and unshakable well-being. This state is called Nibbana, the ultimate liberation. Nibbana, the goal of the path. Nibbana is not a place or a state to be imagined. It is the direct experience of freedom from the compulsions of greed, hatred, and delusion. The Buddha described it as the unconditioned, not dependent on causes or impermanent phenomena. The deathless, beyond birth and death, peaceful and sublime, the highest happiness. Importantly, Nibbana is not annihilation of the self. It is the extinction of the false self, the egoic construct based on craving and attachment, realizing Nirodha. The path to Nirodha is not blind belief or sudden salvation. It is walked through the fourth noble truth, the noble Eightfold path. This path cultivates ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom. Over time, it weakens craving and fosters insight into the impermanent, unsatisfactory, and non-self nature of all phenomena. Eventually, the grip of suffering loosens and fades. Is Nirodha achievable? Yes, the Buddha affirmed it is attainable in this very life. Thousands of practitioners since have testified to varying degrees of liberation. Nirodha doesn't require becoming a monk or renouncing the world entirely. It requires a sincere commitment to awakening. Even a glimpse of this cessation brings deep peace. As the Buddha said, whatever is subject to arising is subject to cessation.